Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Adventuring Sanctuary. It's our third session of the new campaign, Act 2, and things have been slightly odd, shall we say. There's been very strange goings on around city of Lugalane, and our adventurers are now starting to chip away at the edge and find little bits of information here and there as to what's going on, and then hopefully they'll decide from that what they're going to do and how they're going to press on. There are a few things that need to get done beforehand, which we will take care of. Obviously, if you've been following us, I will do the recap, make sure everyone is up to date with what's gone on in the previous session, which you can watch on the website, which we have now, or you can watch it on my YouTube videos on the playlists on my channel, which you can find right here as you are already watching. Okay, today we do have, as far as I know, Morie's on her way. She's been a bit delayed, but she will be joining us. We've got Scarlett, Ophi, Zorin, and Rika with us today. Bosa doesn't look like he's going to be able to make it today, which is sad, but we'll do what we can with what we get. So, moving on to the recap for last session. So when last we met, Ophi's bodyguards had just finished wading through sewer muck, bones and bandage wrappings. Quite a way to start off a new quest, I think you'll agree. Having finished off the welcome party there, the band of adventurers wasted no time in pressing onward, where they soon met a row of skeletal archers stood by a far end wall, all of which waiting for the party to pass over the section of thin paving where they could potentially get them in a barrage of arrow fire and pick them off, much before the party were able to get near to them. Only this wasn't the case at all. In no time flat, the party were able to launch their own counterattacks and close the gap on the group of archers, laying them to waste in mere seconds after reaching them. A second wave of enemies came through a parting in the side wall, all wrapped up from head to toe in grey bandages. These green-skinned, dried corpses were also dealt with rather quickly, and wasting no time, the party headed through the gap, further into the dank and darker steel passages of the sewers. They were hunting their target, Radamant, and were coming closer and closer to him with every step they took. Eventually, after their time spent journeying around the sewers, passing through all the grime that the place had to offer them, the party reached a section of the sewers which held a ritualistic altar in the centre of a large open space, with what looked to be a man laying on top of it covered in blood, presumably his own. Upon closer inspection, it was indeed a male who had perished in his own blood, but it was revealed that his body had been hacked apart. Hewn limbs had been placed near to the main torso by whoever had done this. Oddly, they were where they should be located, but there were very clearly signs of dismemberment between each of the limbs, yet no decapitation. Upon the finger of one of the blood-drenched, loose-fitting hands was a golden wedding band, which the party never took for themselves and decided to leave alone. Moving a short distance from the altar, the party noticed a ramshackle hut, normally used to store sewer pipe repair equipment and other maintenance equipment, but the door was firmly sealed shut. As they approached the small hut-like structure, a feeling of foreboding washed over the party. As Bosa and Rika stepped forward to investigate further, Bosa slammed hard on the door and caused it to bend inward, but to his surprise, the door flung open backwards towards him, sending him forcefully back from it. And as they watched the dark entranceway to the hut, they saw the piece by piece a much larger bandaged body with a skull for a head appear from the darkness, claw-like hands, long thin arms, dark as if blood-stained or burnished skin with glowing eyes. It crawled out from the hut and stood a good height above them all. As it glared down at both of them, it raised its claw-like appendages and took a swing at them both. Combat ensued. Skeletons were called forth by this creature, it was no doubt Radamant. The party knew it was not going to be an easy battle and prepared themselves for the worst. The battle was fierce and long. Radamant was extremely adapted to his surroundings and found it easy to fight down there, whilst the party may have struggled from time to time, their aim faltering here and there, but in the end they emerged victorious as Bosa delivered the final blow with his mighty axe, which severed Radamant's head from his shoulders in one go. With Radamant gone, and the rest of his summoned creatures also crumbled and fade away. Meanwhile, the party looked around the shack, and the stench of blood and rotten meat hit their nostrils hard, almost causing instant nausea. Feeling their quest was accomplished, the party collected the book that remained where Radamant's body had fallen, and headed back to the surface, where they informed both Cain and Atma of their good deeds, and what they had found down in the darkness of the sewers. Cain explained that the book is incredibly powerful, and that he wishes the party to gather together as soon as they can, so he can perform the ritual casting on the book, and empower them all at the same time. However, this could only be done once, before the book's power was totally used up. It's no surprise that the party would need to rest at this point. The recent journey, coupled with their interrupted sleep along the way, and then the tough conditions they had to face. Yes, it was high time to get some good rest. As a thank you, Atma agreed to speak with the city traders, and as a result they agreed to reduce their wares for the party. Along with Atma's gratitude, she too offered her rooms at a greatly lowered cost than she would normally charge anyone else. And so, it's here where we will pick up today's session. Okay, guys, if you just want to chat amongst yourself for a second.
No, we will not.
Sorry, I was trying to find us on the map. There we are. So we're well rested now, yeah?
You are indeed, yes. After you've finished your rests and you've finished doing your downtime activities, of what little there were, let's find the time. Current time of day is roughly around 5 PM now, because obviously you've slept through the most part of the day, which isn't necessarily a bad thing because you would have avoided a lot of the heat. So the heat has died down a lot at the moment that you wake up and you start wandering about. There are people that are still in the marketplaces and stuff like that, so there are still opportunities to trade with some of the merchants that are there and so on. Yeah, so it's really up to you guys what you want to do.
Some of us had the luxury rooms, didn't we? So we need to roll for...
Yep, you'll need to roll. Are you having a long rest or a extended rest? Was it an extended one?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. In which case, so you will have whatever you get from the room plus whatever you get from the long rest. The extended rest. So you get, was it 1d10 per act? So it's act 2. So you'll get 2d10 for the extended rest, and you'll get the bonus on top of that from the room itself. So add all those together and then roll those, and that's your total for your temporary HP.
For the room.
I've just realised I've put the room rental in the DM section, so bear with me, and I'll put it in the systems and mechanics for you.
It's 5 D10.
There you go. I've just moved it, and I need to make it so that you can all see it.
I have more bonus HP than I do actual HP now.
What a shield that is!
Oh, come on. How'd I get less?
Same.
What the fuck? What is this? Oh my, this is...
Is this like the new pissing competition?
How did this happen?
Who can get the highest on the rolls?
I guess the spellcasters need the extra HP.
Mm-hmm.
Although I doubt they'll be punched in the face by a boss.
Well, even though you
it's gonna be
guys,
just me.
you would all be resting, so you would all begin over by Atma's Tavern.
Oh no. Don't have a guy to throw in the way anymore.
Nope.
It's gonna be just me? Oh god.
Does Nick's benefit from the rest?
Ooh.
Oh, she just gets her hit points back, don't she?
What's that? Sorry.
Nyx, she doesn't get any temporary hit points.
No,
does
she doesn't get anything like that. No.
But she recharges to her full hit point.
Yep.
All our spell slots recover as well, don't they?
Yes.
Oh shit, I forgot to put that back. There we go.
What about the mana?
Yep.
Remind me, please.
Yep, that's all refreshed.
Raka, how much health do you have now?
What, the full total, or
Yeah, the overall total.
can I say that amount?
Yeah, you can tell him.
Okay. So the total now is 68. That's 75.
That's pretty good.
I'll do bonuses for him.
Better if I had 38.
Molly's kicking in.
3. D10, isn't it? Okay.
How helpful would that health have been if when we were fighting Radamant?
Probably would have been great. Probably wouldn't have been on 10 HP at the end of it.
You would have been on full health because your actual health wouldn't have been hit yet.
I'm going to... I'll put skill point 1. That way I'll remember he needs to spend his skill point. Okay, so Bosa is a bit reluctant to leave the tavern. In the end, he does show his face, and he's like, okay, fine, I will follow you to get whatever it is that Cain wants, and then I'm going back to the tavern. No real reason as to given why, but this is just how he's been. Yeah. So, bit of stubborn side that you're seeing to him. Right, so, yes, you've all been summoned by Deckard to him as soon as possible. Has everyone sorted out their temporary HP that you're going to get for your rests? Zrin has, Reich has, Ophi. Scarlett has not. Unless I'm missing
How
it.
much do I roll for?
Depending on what room you're having, if you want the top quality room, then it will be 5d10.
No, Scarlett's not that posh. The average room. What's the average?
The average?
Yeah.
The average is... so we've got basic, quality, master, or luxurious.
Quality.
Quality. That's only 1d10. And that costs you 3 gold for the night.
Okay, right. Mine's got the money.
Okay, so you'll get... If you're doing an extended rest in the quality room, so that gives you a total of 3d10 total for your hit points. So roll those. Everyone else is staying in a luxurious room, and Scarlett's like, nope, not me.
Morie also thinks like luxury is not necessary, and she takes the basic room.
Okay, Morie, you only get a d6 to add for your temporary hit points. You only pay 1 gold for your room cost. But you do get, as you do an extended rest, you do get the extra 2d10 as well. So you got 1. So we'll hide that. So you've got 5 at the moment, and you need another 2d10 added onto that. So that's another 10. So you've got 15 total.
Nice.
All your food needs are taken care of, as per usual. So when you rest inside towns, generally you get food sorted for you. The obviously quality of the rest is down to you to decide, but generally you'll get a nice morning breakfast meal, and you'll have your evening if it's that time of day. As it happens, you guys slept close to around the start of lunchtime and woke up around like early afternoon time, so yeah, no problem. So the stash, Scarlett, is over by the centre of the market. Remember, your stash is absolutely fine. It's not able to be opened unless it's one of the party members. So you're absolutely fine there. No one can actually enter your stashes and then take stuff out that they're not supposed to. So you can't have thieves taking stuff, which would happen. So yeah, if you guys want to listen to Deckard and go visit him, he's in the marketplace at the moment, but he's starting to flag a bit. He's been there for most of the time today, other than when he was at the tavern earlier on. So we'll put those over there as well. They're in. And as soon as he sees you all come in to join him, he goes, "Ah, my friends, come quick, join me. Let's not waste any time here. This is important." He waits for you, Scarlett and Morie too. And if you all want to form a circle around him as best as you can, with him in the middle being the ritualist. Just a rough circle will do. Doesn't have to be too close. I'll put you there, Morie. Yeah, that's good. Alright. So, he flicks open the book that you handed him when you come out of the sewers, and he starts reading a few of the words at the top. And as you see, as you watch the book as well, it starts to glow as he reads these incantations. These incantations, you have no idea what he's saying. It just seems to flow out of him like water. He's, for a old scholar, Obviously, he knows the ancient text, but he doesn't struggle with saying any of them, where normally his normal speech is slightly slurred and almost like he's straining to talk. But when he starts reading this, it just seems to flow effortlessly. And as he does so, you can see that there's runes that begin to, basically, a circle around him starts to emanate. And on the floor, in about 5 or 6 spots around here, you'll see individual runes that appear on the ground as if they're like burnt into it. It's only a temporary thing because it is only magical. And you see, as the runes lift up, they all move out towards one of you, and they connect with your bodies. And to start off with, it feels quite warm and comforting. But then there's a short, sharp, painful sensation. It's only for a second, but when you've dealt with that, you can actually feel the power that has been given to you, even though at a cost of a bit of pain and discomfort. You'll feel a lot stronger now than what you did before. Cain closes the book and tosses it aside onto the pile of boxes next to him and says, well, how do you all feel?
I'm bothered.
That was weird.
Do it again.
No different from the pain I usually feel. It's always a sharp stabbing pain.
Very well.
No, sometimes it's more of a smacking pain or a fiery pain.
Or an arrow landing in my spine.
Well,
True.
That was refreshing.
well, you've all gained 1 skill point
Ooh.
as a result of the
Thank
ritual. Bosa just grunts, turns around, and heads back to Atman's Tavern. Goes into his room, says nothing. You'll have to find out from him later on what the deal is with that. But for now, you guys should be fully healed up. Riker's hit points aren't showing up. What's going on there?
I know, my AC was also broken. It kept putting me back to 11.
Interesting.
So I just manually fixed it by using the AC modifier. Just so it stays that way for now, until I can figure out what's wrong.
Okay. Set that to that for a second. Damn, looks like you got a display bug. I know what I'll do. Let's try this. Let's rebirth you. There we go.
Oh no.
You have been reborn! With your bars intact! Yes!
Oh.
See? This is the power of the paladin.
I can be reborn whenever I want to. Perfect ability.
Once a day you've used it.
Ah, damn it.
Okay. Decker motions to the tavern. He's going to go and sit over there for a little while. Get himself a much needed glass of water. Or mug of water, I should say. And he's going to wait for you for whenever you need him. Before he goes, he does say to you all, my friends, do you need anything identified?
Do we have anything that needs to identify?
You may do.
I'm just looking. Hang on.
I don't think we picked anything up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've got quite a bit of stuff still left to identify, including the skull cap worn by Riker.
Oh no, that was already done.
Has it? Yeah, it's not been
Yeah.
updated in the list then, so...
That's my slightly anti-poison cap.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
My thinking cap. It gives me more intelligence. It doesn't, but something else does actually. Now that I think about it, my intelligence is up slightly.
Okay. We've got some charms. A grand charm.
Mm-hmm.
A bow. In fact, we've got a blue aura and a yellow aura short bow.
Okay. Do you want to leave those with him and he'll get those identified for you?
Yep.
Yeah? Alright, so just make a note of what you're leaving with him. Usual amount of time as usual, so like half an hour per item. So by the time you get back to town for whatever you're doing today, they should be identified for you.
Okay, so if we do the main items and the charms can be last.
Mhm.
Because there's 7 of those. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 separate items and then 7 small charms.
Great stuff. Alright.
7 small? Jesus.
So how many are you leaving with him?
There's 6 items.
6. So it's 3 hours worth. Yeah, okay. He takes the items from you, and kind of like lifts up his top part of his robe, and his arms just like cuddling all this stuff that's in front of him. And he's like, okay, I can do this. Starts to walk off, and then just stops suddenly. And he turns. He says, one more thing before I go. I need to speak with you something of importance. Whilst you were down in the sewers, and had you, once you defeated the dreadful Radamant, was there anything else down there that you may have missed? It's known that he has taken a Horadric text for many reasons that we don't understand. He seems to believe that he's going to get something from it. But it's been stolen from the vaults, and it'll be great if we could find it because it's got some important information. Would you go down into the sewers and take a look to see if you can find anything of that sort if you haven't found it already?
Yeah.
Excellent. Right. Well,
Yes.
you go do that, and I will go and start on these. And he wanders off towards Atma's tavern. And he goes into the tavern and just basically finds a place where he was sat before, where you all were sat before, and begins going through his tome to see if he can identify all the items that you've given him. So,
Back into the shit we go.
back
Our favourite place.
back into the grime.
What did we miss?
I don't know, I didn't see anything. I got my shit kicked in. I was a little
I'm so glad I didn't come with you guys. It was
Okay.
very nice talking with the guards and stuff, but
Well, nobody else got attacked that much.
Yeah, but we still came out stinky.
I think no matter where we go, we probably will.
Yeah, you want me to take some pegs down with us this time, guys?
But disinfectants. I'm gonna get more wounds. And when we're
We have
saying
more health this time, at least.
to that, I'm okay. We do have more health.
You do indeed.
But we don't have a barbarian who I can throw in the way of everything.
So you do get to spend our skill point. Sorry.
Yeah, you do get to spend your skill point if you want it.
As I already spent it, I'm ready. Everything's done.
Yep.
I've been prepared for weeks. Ready.
Just been
I can feel
waiting
it.
for the moment.
When it happens, it's going to be great.
Fair enough. Well, yeah, so if you want to spend your skill points, then by all means do so. So your skill point, unless you've got any other saved. You can, if you wish, visit any of the traders that are around the market, and also the edges of the market as well that you might not have seen or might not have spoken to. And then decide what you want to do from there on.
So let's go back into the sewers and try to find out what we missed.
I mean, it should be clear the path we took. We did
Right.
kill those things, so maybe they're not back. We can hope.
Hope for the best and
Don't die.
yeah, probably.
It's the other part. Hope is strongest weapon of all. Let's all go into the shit unless you have something to do in the market. I only have 15 gold, so I'd rather not.
Me neither. I did all my shopping, so
The only thing we could get would maybe be potions, but I can't think of anything we would need right now. Maybe extra antidotes, because poison seems to be rife everywhere. What do I have right now? Right. So sewers then? Because no one spoke up.
Looks that way.
Alright, into the shit.
Scarlett's muted. Ophi, you're muted.
Scarlett hasn't got a whole lot to say. She's not the most chattiest of people.
No, she's more action over chat. I know that. I think we all know
No,
that.
it's like we're getting to kill more.
I didn't know that.
adventure is waiting.
Don't leave us again when we're down here. Don't get sick.
Okay.
This time.
So, as there's enough of you here, Grease doesn't need to help out with opening the trapdoor. So you'll manage that easily enough between you, and you're left looking at the ladder leading down. So who's going first?
I'll go first. First, going straight away, look around.
Scarlett will follow second.
Yeah, okay.
To face tank any abominations.
Okay. I need this open and Morie.
I'm gonna go last.
Wonderful. Right, so you all head down one by one and come face to face with the stench once more. You're already trudging through some of it as you are heading through the sewers, past the bodies of the deceased that have been thrown into the sludge pit in the middle. You can still hear that there is one of them that is still trying to get around and find his way out, but he just can't. I don't know, you would be able to attack him if you wanted to, or you can just leave him to his misery. So you come closer around the corner and back on yourselves towards where the shack was and where you had the fight with Adamant. And you all stand at the edge of the circle, which has the body in the middle, or parts of the body in the middle.
What happened here?
You don't want to know. Just you don't want to know.
Because Morie wasn't here last session, was she?
No, she wasn't.
Oh, missed out on you getting beaten to a bloody pulp. Do I want to touch any of that? Wasn't everything destroyed once we killed him, right? All the skeletons just...
Yeah, they just perished. Yeah, everything just fell apart.
Oh, then we're probably fine. I want to look over the body.
Yeah, it looks the same as it did before, you know, with all the parts just cut and then just placed back like a jigsaw puzzle. But on the hand, on the severed hand that's been placed back on the altar, is the hand that has the gold ring on it.
Does it have anything else on it, or is it just a plain
It's
gold
just
ring?
it's just a plain gold ring.
What did Cain say we were looking for? A book or jewellery?
I would like to touch the ring.
I think it's the chest that's right next to you, Ophi. I also don't know what it is for, but probably that. I can somehow see it around this corner, but I don't know if I should.
Yeah, you can. You'll just be able to see the edge of it.
If he wants to touch the ring, I'm going to step aside. I'm not having any part of that. I'm going to give a small prayer for that man.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
Safe on the other side.
Roleplay your prayer. I need to know.
God.
I want to know what you say and who you say it to.
God damn it. I don't remember the names. I should have written it down in my bio. I was meant to.
I believe it is. Is it
Accurate.
not? Yeah. Is that who you're doing? Doing the your prayer to? That's
No,
that's
I
that's
would-
the basically the head of your, or the god,
Yeah,
the god
no,
of your
I-
order.
Okay. Then yeah, I probably would pray to them and just ask that this person is safe and looked after on the other side, just protected from all the evils, that they didn't suffer. They don't suffer anymore.
Okay.
Just a general thing
Mhm.
to look after his spirit in whatever way, shape, or form.
Okay.
No one deserves that.
There's a moment of silence as you kneel down and you drown out everything else that's around you, or the crackling of the flames, the sloshing of the liquid behind you as that creature still sloshes around in there. Just in general noises like stuff like the insects that are just crawling around, and you can hear them scuttling across the floor. The footsteps that the other party members are making, and they're just in general their chatter. And you completely focus on your prayers. You prostrate yourself in front of the altar and put your hands together and place your head your forehead into your hands, and you whisper your prayer to Akarat. For a moment, there doesn't seem to be any response, but you wait for maybe a couple of seconds, and you would feel a sudden cold jet of air kind of like blown down the center of your back. Bit awkward as you've got clothes and armor on, but this is what happens, and you take that as a sign of acknowledgement.
Okay.
As a reward, you can have a point of inspiration.
Oh, let's go. It'll be perfect for those times when I really need to hit that attack. And I just gotta keep re-rolling.
Yeah, or do other things. You might become low on mana at some point and go, "Oh, I need to have a quick boost." There you go.
I think it's funnier to just keep re-rolling the dice until it succeeds. It's just hilarious to see it keep coming up.
Yeah. So satisfied with your moment of prayer, you nod in acknowledgement that you know that you've been acknowledged. Something that you don't normally do, because this is obviously with you being a young paladin, and by young I don't necessarily mean age, but I mean in terms of skills and how long you've been a paladin for. This is kind of a new feeling to you. You've never really felt an acknowledgement from anything. You're not quite sure whether it was acknowledgement from Akarat or whether it was from something else. And over time, you'll get more used to the feelings and the tells that come your way. But for now, you're quite satisfied with what you've achieved, and obviously you feel invigorated, and that's where your point of inspiration has come from. So you stand up and away, you bow your head one more time in respect of the dead, and move out of the circle.
Was he rotted at all, by the way, or is he like a really fresh?
No, he's really fresh. Really fresh.
Okay.
Like within a couple of days or so. He's not, but he's been preserved. While he's here, he's been preserved. So it could be that he's been dead longer than what it shows. But as you have killed Radamant, the body is now going to start deteriorating quite quickly.
Yeah, that's something I don't want. I will let other people do their stuff, and then I will try to do... Oh, can I even do that? Oh. I'll think about it later, but I'll let other people do their stuff.
Okay.
I've done my thing.
Yeah, that's fine. No worries.
Can I look in the shed? Just like look around in it.
You can. Yeah, you've not looked inside.
I think
The door is
we did.
kind of like off its hinges, where it has been battered from both sides, and it's got burst through, and Radamant stepped through and just basically tore it apart. As you peer through, Zorin, I'm not going to make you roll, because everything is pretty much out in the open for you. You're basically looking at a cross between a maintenance shed, so you'll see lots of like pieces of metal pipe and stuff like that, and tools that are scattered about, and you'll also see like boxes of rusted objects that don't necessarily make any sense to you, but they're generally used in part of the maintenance of the sewers. And above those, you can see bodies that have been hung up, but they're not full bodies. They're kind of on meat hooks. And if I was to give you a perfect explanation, if you imagine a butcher's, where they've got all the cow flanks and stuff like that hanging off of these meat hooks, well, there's bodies, the human bodies, and the floor is literally covered in blood and viscera. So it's very slippery in there, which you'll be able to tell easily. But also, it stinks. Absolutely stinks. Because even though it's been preserved, the flesh, like the blood and everything else that comes out of the body, has not been preserved because that was never needed. You are still showing that you are exhausted, so I'll get rid of that. There we go. That's gone.
Thank you.
But there's nothing of value in there that you can really tell. The place needs a good clean, and that's not obviously going to be your job. That's going to be down to the people who can now get into the sewers again and get this shack sorted out so it can be used for what it was originally meant to be used for. As you can see behind you, that fire isn't on. It's just to give you an idea that there was a fire pit there. It's not active at the moment. There are obviously there's skeletons there and stuff like that are scattered about around that area. So you can tell that Radamant has been quite busy down here, doing his thing. He's killed the workers that were down here. That would have been his first experiments that you possibly would have ran into when you first entered the sewers. But he hasn't always succeeded, which is why there's bodies and body parts thrown into the centre of the sewer, which obviously someone is going to have to clean out at some point. But again, that's down to the city to take care of, and not the work of adventurers.
Cool. So the bodies look mutilated then, yeah?
Yeah, I suppose you could say they're mutilated. They are cut as if like cutting big chunks of steaks. So without trying to damage all the flesh as little as possible, but get the whole of one of the limbs off. So they would cut through joints, so there'd be bodies that are hanging from the neck through with one hook, and on their leg it's like basically where their knee joint is, that it would just be chopped off and obviously dripped with blood. And then you will find that leg somewhere over on a shelf somewhere, or so there's lots. It's kind of like a really sicko style workshop that you're entering.
Lovely. Yeah. So can I try and just search if there was anything hidden in it, please?
You can, yeah. Make a investigation or perception roll.
$17.
Yeah. Further to your initial findings, you don't really find anything of value, but you do notice that there are several jars that are tucked over onto one side of the shack. They seem to look sealed, but they're also see-through, and you can see that there are bits of organs from the bodies that have just been taken out of the body and placed into these jars.
Alright. And then I'm just going to walk out and say there's nothing interesting in here, and then just stand outside wait for someone else to do their thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Ophi, what are you doing during this time? And Scarlett also.
I suppose Scarlett's just going to wander around.
Mm-hmm.
10, 20, 25, 30. There's a chest here.
There is indeed.
Yeah, I've been pointing it out and not realising I'm on freaking mute.
Good job, Ophi.
Silence on herself.
Oh,
At least once a
he's stuck in
session.
my mouth. Can't talk with this.
Mm. Why not?
I'll talk with this big on my nose.
I'll retcon that, shall I? I'll walk up to Ophi, see she's frantically pointing at something, and walk over to where she's pointing.
Fantastic.
She's miming at something that way.
Oh, Scarlett, you sound very
Key.
crackly.
Ophi, have you got a key?
I'll just check to see what my keys are doing. You're really crackly at the minute, Scarlett.
You are really crackling up.
Incredibly crackly.
What's causing
You're
that?
crackling up! Right,
I
where's
don't
my...
know.
I have some keys left. Would you like a key?
Yeah, have you got any keys?
Yeah, I'm gonna...
Mhm.
I'm gonna toss you a key.
Let me use my phone for Discord because the laptop's playing up, I think.
Where is it? Oh,
Are you ready? You gonna catch?
couldn't find it.
How's that? Hello?
Are you throwing the key to Scarlett?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a dexterity check then, please, Scarlett. Make sure you can catch it.
Can you hear me alright now, though?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Much better.
Much better. Okay. Bear with. Let me just go back to my...
It's like you'd forgotten to shave and your microphone was catching your fluff.
No, nothing like that. I think the laptop's freezing up, and that's the issue. I've got a lot of crap open. Right, let me get rid of that noise for a minute so it doesn't bother anyone. Okay, you want the deck? What do you want from a deck save?
Yeah, dexterity check.
Check or a save?
No, check.
Yes, you could successfully catch the key I'm tossing you.
I don't think she's attacking you with it.
Come on, that one.
Not unless it's got a grey rings and fierce teeth and attack you.
I would.
Yeah, piece of cake. You snatch it out of the air easily enough with your offhand.
Then I will fly myself around, give Ophi a quick nod, and open up the chest.
Nice work.
No problem. So in one swift motion, you unlock the chest, open it up, and inside is an odd-looking item. It's a scroll. It's completely closed up, and it's got the. It's not. It's like a double-breasted fold. So it's got the two bits that open up and kind of like pull towards the middle. But on the ends, it's got those like golden rollers, so you can hold it to open. So there's obviously a bit of value to this, and it's not just your standard. Oh, this is your identify scroll or your town portal scroll, and it's just a rolled up piece of paper with a ribbon. This looks a lot more elaborate and very important.
Is there anything else in the chest?
No, that is literally it. Takes up the whole space of that.
I will carefully grab it then and walk over to Zorin and Ophi and say, guys, I think you probably need to take a look at this. Perhaps this is what Cain is after. You might understand better than I do. I don't understand magic.
I'll come over and have a look in a bit more detail, but...
I'll call both of the casters over to take a look at it.
I'm looking over this scroll. I can't make out the language as such. It kind of predates me, but...
Make an investigation check, Ophi.
Ooh, okay.
Could I assist?
Yeah, you can do.
Actor.
So roll your d8. Well, Ophi got a nat 20 anyway. So 18. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. So, Ophi, as you are skimming over the contents of the scroll, or partially skimming over the contents of the scroll, you notice close to the top, it does have the word Horadric written on it.
Has the word what on it, sorry?
Horadric.
Oh, okay. Sorry, the dog's having a minute. Yes. This is definitely something for Cain. Let's take it to him now.
Yeah. So you're going to take that and hold on to that, yeah?
Yeah, sorry, the dog's having a minute. Come on, you two. So yeah, let's get this back to Cain and see what he does with it.
Okay. Open.
Madam.
There we go. That is going to be Juma. Okay. So believing you found what you came to look for, what do you want to do now? I believe Morie wanted to do something with the body. Not quite sure.
What Scarlett's going to say, if we've got what we came for, let's get out of here, this place stinks.
Yeah, makes sense.
Have we checked everywhere before we leave again? Because I really don't want to come down here again. Though I am pretty certain this is what Cain was talking about.
It is too. I mean, we could look around a little more on the other side where we started, but I understand just getting the fuck out. There could always be more. Or there could be another boss, which would not be great. So I don't mind where we go.
Well, there's no way forward this way, I don't think.
No, we'd have to go all the way back to where we started, because there's a different path. We got attacked from that side, I think.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. I paid attention, I took notes. I didn't, but I definitely remember we got attacked from behind. So there's clearly a different path somewhere.
Guess we'll go look for it.
Yeah, just see what's down there, you know? See if there's cool loot or more death.
Obviously more death.
It's probably more death.
You never know. It could be more loot. Just like, there's going to be like a friendly goblin who's going to hand us like magical weaponry.
It's gonna give me, like... I can't think of anything. Probably something nice. Probably do something helpful, right?
Like a magic belt that makes your strength maximum.
That would be lovely.
Yeah.
Or at my constitution, either one would be okay by me.
The one that turns you into a dragon.
Then I would just be playing my original D&D campaign.
Where's the fun in that?
Exactly.
You get to be a dragon.
Well, I already was a dragon paladin. I just get to be another dragon paladin. The cycle continues. I can't escape it every time.
Right,
What was it?
before we go, Morie, did you want to do something with the body? I think you were struggling a little bit with connection.
Oh yes, yeah, my connection got kicked out. Did someone grab the ring because it's shiny? And
No.
if no one took it, I would disturb that's sleep and take their ring.
Yeah, okay. So you kneel down beside the body and gently slide the ring off of his finger. It is covered in blood, so it doesn't give any resistance. And you take the ring for yourself. That sounds almost like
Nice.
Lord of the Rings, doesn't it?
My precious.
You're coming home
Hopefully
with
I'm
me.
not watching. Get away with this one.
It's a little bit slippery.
And as you were last to leave, no one else knows you have it, so you can keep hold of it if you wish.
Yes.
So on your character sheet, where your loot is and your treasures on your second page, if you put golden wedding ring, okay. So one by one, you all notice Morie catches up with everybody, and you all depart or head towards the exit. I'm not going to say that you exit yet until you are ready to go yourselves. I know Riker did say about he wanted to explore a bit, but I'm going to leave that up to you guys if that's what you want to do.
Just abandon Riker. Hope he looks around. Just leave. Yeah. You know, you have fun down here. We'll wait
Yeah,
outside.
Did we find everything we were supposed to find?
Well, this is it. We don't know. We've got the scroll, but we don't know if there's anything else hidden. I'm pretty sure we looked down here.
I don't think we did. At least I didn't. I don't know if anybody else did. Do you see anything?
A dead end.
You're joking.
Some bones.
Oh, that's what was happening down here? Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it looks like he had many a meal down here.
Well, there's 2 barrels here. Should we pop one open, see what's inside?
Yes.
Because
Shall we
why are there
investigate the
barrels in the
barrels?
sewers?
I'll have a firebolt ready for when it opens in case something jumps out.
Who the fuck would put an undead in a barrel, right? There's no way.
Sometimes they explode.
The barrels?
Yeah.
Take some steps back and then. Who wants to
You-
open them?
You don't know if they're full of dynamite.
I'm gonna try and pry it open just slightly, see if I can see anything.
Black powder.
Okay, for it. I'm standing back.
Just send a firebolt at the back powder barrels. It's okay, nothing's going to happen.
It's fine. What's the point in having extra hit points if you don't use them?
Don't use them yet. Right, okay. So you pry open the top of the barrel as best as you can, and as carefully as you can. You manage to get it open halfway and then slide it open fully. And peering inside, you see that this one is absolutely empty.
Who the fuck put barrels down here? What's the point?
That one was a version to the other one.
I will
Or
open
the
the
undead.
So yeah, you want to open the next one. So the next one, let me just, yeah. So this one here, You can see that something is sticking out of the lid on this side of the barrel, so you don't have to pry it open too much. But it's only really become apparent that now that you've actually investigated it and checked it over. And using that to lever open the barrel itself, you see that it's a bone.
Hmm. Is that barrel just filled with bones? Or is there
Not
a bone
quite.
that just
As
sat there?
are you gonna use it to lever open the barrel lid, so like wedge it open?
I'm gonna point out to everybody there's a bone sticking out of the barrel, and we'll
Take the
just go
bone.
see if there's a skeleton in the barrel or if it's a barrel of bones. I'm thinking there's a skeleton sat in the barrel because why not?
There's like so. Are you opening the top of it with using the bone?
Fuck it, yeah, let's
Punch it with
open
the
it.
bone.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Okay,
So
well,
as you open this one, you get a horrid stench of rotten meat, and you look down and you see this swarm of flies just literally leap from the barrel towards your face. And as you move away to allow them to pass you, you look back inside, holding your nose and your mouth, to see decapitated heads inside the barrel.
oh my god.
And the flies have been eating the flesh.
It's just a bunch of rotten heads in a barrel.
Some of it's bone, at least.
If fresh heads?
No,
where's
rotten
Rotten.
heads.
But
Where's Riker gonna vomit? Is he gonna do it into the barrel or outside?
It's your choice. In fact, make a Constitution save.
Okay.
I want to see
Well-
if you can actually avoid yakking up or not.
No, I mean it's not gonna be great.
It's going to be high. No, definitely not. So uncontrollably, you instantly feel a hit in the nostrils as much as possible because you did have your hand covered over it. But it's just not enough. And sadly, no amount of paladin powers is going to save you from this, and you instantly just drop straight to your knees and start throwing up between these barrels.
It's about right. I think that might be the worst thing Riker has ever seen.
Quite possibly.
When he eventually stops, which... Did I vomit onto my hand? Because it was covering... I don't want to think about it. I'm just gonna put the lid back on,
Yeah.
and
So you
I
can't.
can't set fire in the sewers. That would be terrible.
I'm shouting back to Riker. Riker, there's some more barrels over here. Do you want to open these ones too?
Those ones have already been
We're
checked.
okay. It's fine.
Do you mean the ones by
We
the
don't-
stairs?
Yeah.
Yeah, those ones already been done. When you first came down here.
Why did they put heads in a barrel? I hate it here. We should leave.
I think Scarlett's already gone out ahead of us again. I need some fresh air. Stinks too much down here. Especially now Riker's added to the scent.
Scarlett is hanging back, so I'm going to move her over to the stairs. So quickly as possible, you will exit. Yes, Riker, with the way that you would have been leaning forward, you would have been thrown up, and it would have hit your gloves or whatever hand armor that you are wearing at the moment on one of your hands. So probably your weapon hand.
Fuck.
Nothing.
Everything to wipe stuff on.
Yeah, I mean you can clear up yourself up when you get upstairs, back up top.
Smear it on the sewer wall. Just ugh.
But yes, it's not a nice sight whatsoever. Okay, so job done. We move back to Luke and Lane then. One by one, you exit using the ladder. And once you're all up the top, you help each other to close the trapdoor, hopefully for the last time. Once again, you're all covered in muck and slime and all kinds of other stuff and dirt and dust that you find in the sewers. Although this time it was a little bit of an easier trek through it because you didn't have anything to worry about killing you or trying to kill you. I'd say you spent about a good half hour down there. So it's about 5:30 or so when you get back up and you just kind of breathe in the fresh air and are thankful that you are done in the sewers for today. So, what's your plan?
Wash.
I don't know what I can tell about the 7 heads in a barrel down there.
You can tell
Who's cleaning
anyone.
it up down there?
Where do you think that information would be best used?
I don't know. I don't know who it was cleaning up down there. Somebody was supposed to go down there. I just don't know who.
The cleanup crew would just be general populace of the city. The named NPCs are the ones that are the most important ones that you can get anything from, shall we say.
Maybe the guy near the trapdoor. Is it Grease?
Mhm.
He might be able to identify people's heads, maybe? I don't know. At least pick the people that are in there and give their families some peace of mind.
There's no identifying left, I'm pretty sure.
No,
Okay.
it's all
That
just
is
rotten.
pretty slim chance to identify, but they need to get rid of it. So I assume they probably
Yeah.
don't want to keep that. I'll go to them and let them know to not look in the barrels. Just get rid of them.
You're shy. Good call. If
No,
you're
no.
sure they can't be identified, then go for it.
So you're gonna go.
I had a
through-
very close look. Probably not.
A good sniff too.
Don't remind me. Yeah, I'll let them know to get rid of all the barrels down there. Don't look inside of them.
Mhm.
And there is a dead guy down there who had I can only assume a wedding ring on. And I don't know whose husband it is, but maybe they can go down there and find out who it was. And return them.
He takes a moment to, well, one, to adjust to the fact that he's talking to someone who's thrown up on themselves, and two, obviously you've got the stench of the sewers back on you, so yeah, not a great experience for poor Grease right now. And he does once again take his scarf, his beautiful red crimson scarf, around his face, and he just lifts it up with one hand, and he doesn't make any attempts to be subtle about this, and he literally just pours it up over his face and just says, "Gah, you stink. So, what made you... excuse me." And he just moves his head away and just gasps for some clean air. He goes, "Right, yeah, so what made you go back down there? Didn't you do your job last time?"
We missed something. A guy, Cain, apparently the thing had something. We completely missed it, so we had to go back inside, and it fucking sucks. But, you know, information. Don't look in the barrels.
Right, got it. Don't look at the bells. Okay. You need to go get sorted.
Do get rid of the barrels, though. Don't keep them.
And he said, "Yeah, I got it. That's down to the cleanup crew. That's nothing to do with my boys. Okay. I'll inform them that it's safe now, I suppose. But shish, you gotta go sort yourselves out."
I know.
Harsh.
I can't argue with that.
And as she turns to walk away, you just hear him go, where it's just hit his back of the back of the throat for him.
Wow.
It's not like I stepped inside of the sewers or anything. What's he reacting for? Possibly be. I haven't done anything. I don't have the smell of rotten decay.
Yeah, for someone who stands near the sewer entrance all the time, he's got a strange intolerance for it, hasn't he? But anyway.
You should probably move.
Yeah, he should, shouldn't he? Just go in the building and never come back out. Go in the barracks behind him. Yeah, so a bit of information. Grease obviously is the leader of the mercenaries that have been hired by Prince Jeren to protect the town as best as they can. Their job is to keep an eye on outside the town. The palace guards protect the town from the inside. So if you find anything which resembles a guard of some sort, it's very unlikely it would be a mercenary. It will be one of the palace guards. Yeah, so that's their barracks up in the corner, the top corner, right next to where the entrance is. Quite useful, really. And they guard that with their lives. They get paid a hefty amount of money to keep everybody safe as best they can. But obviously things are starting to go a little bit awry as Morie gained a little bit of information about that. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else you need to know. Elzix is a very shady trader. He's pretty much what you would consider black market. Drognan is an ex-Vajera mage. So he might be helpful with certain things of occult and stuff like that. Lysander, obviously old, partially blind and deaf, but he's a very, very, very good alchemist. He's been doing it all his life. You've got Farah here, who is an ex-paladin of the Order of Light. So that might be something for you to investigate, Riker. But she is now using her skills to craft armor. So she is the equivalent of, in Luke Ghislaine, of Chelsea in the Act 1. Obviously, you know what Deckard Cain is all about. You've also got Atma, who runs the tavern. And that's pretty much it in terms of your NPCs that you need to worry about for now. Later on, you'll see the NPC named Mashif, which is, he's over by the docks. You can see his boat moored. It's not allowed to go out anywhere by order of the prince. There's to be no trade coming from the water. It has to be done by caravan, which is basically what Warif was doing before. Obviously he got a little bit waylaid and all the trouble happened in around the rogues camp. So that gives you a bit more of an idea as to kind of like a bullet point list of everything that is within the area that is important and where you are within the storyline at this moment. And then of course you've got the prince as well, but you've already spoken with him, you know what he's all about as well. So Morie, you've headed back to the tavern.
Yes, I want to take a hot shower to not be embarrassing in front of all the others.
Yeah, no problem. In your room, you've probably got a bath, and it's a very basic bath. It's as you kind of opted for the more the very basic of rooms. There isn't a lot of luxury in that room, so it's just the bare basics that you're getting in there, and that's it. But you can obviously use that room for a little bit longer, and then you would have to pay extra for the next night, of course. So.
I'm just taking a quick shower.
Shall we all do that first, or?
So bath for Morie. Yeah, there's showers that would have been connected in the more luxurious rooms or in the more quality rooms. So yeah, anyone who wishes to do that can do that right now, and it's probably better off that you don't go around just stinking out the place, especially in places that have food and stuff like that. So yes, it's probably best not to do that.
I need to wash the terror and torment of seeing a bunch of decapitated heads in a barrel.
Yeah,
that's what I'm washing away.
And the fly facial as well.
Oh, why did you say it like that? Oh my god. Jesus. New fear unlocked, I guess. What the fuck? Ugh. That's awful. Oh, God. I hate it here. I'm gonna take a long shower, cry in it. And then ready to go kill some demons and undead.
You know what? That's actually a very good point. You nat 1 your save. So I'm going to add a little twist to this. You are now going to be making wisdom saves when you see swarms of insects.
Son of a bitch! Oh god.
You can add that to your sheet.
Is the big strong paladin now scared of bugs that are smaller than his thumb?
You don't know that, shut up.
You don't know that.
Shush, you don't know.
Sorry.
This is a personal thing that happened. Same way as Scarlett is suffering when she's around undead. You guys don't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that already. Till now, this very instant. I thought it was fire.
Nah, yeah, she's got both.
Try and catch them all.
What's the next fear to get? Water.
Spiders.
They just put themselves out when they're on fire.
Yeah, bad things that happen to you are going to cause you to have reactions that may be lingering or not.
This is understandable. I don't even think the Nat 1 was necessary. I think I would have just had that fear from that experience. No matter what.
That's fair enough. I was thinking more mechanical way of doing it, but I mean, if you want to just take that as it is, then that's fine. It'll be a self-imposed thing.
Barrels, or it's a fear of insects.
Well,
either one.
Don't forget you've also...
Might be barrels as well. Too scared to look at them now.
Yeah. Don't forget you guys have also got your original fears that I got you to tell me when you created your characters, which hopefully you have all kept secret.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't even think mine is triggered at any point. I must have picked a good one.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. So, yes, if you want to add that to your sheet, then Marika.
I already did.
And that'll be I guess, a floor. You can put it in there.
I just put it.
Scarlett. Scarlett, what are you doing?
Sorry, it took a while to load up on my app again. I'm gonna go take a shower. I'll do what Morie's doing. I think I'm covered in muck and crap from the sewer. So
Yep.
just take a shower and
Okay, great.
get changed. That's it.
Okay. You're all briefly greeted by Atma as you enter. And she hands each one of you the key to the rooms that you hired out, and lets you go on your way because she doesn't want to keep you for obvious reasons. And you all go up to your respective rooms, clean up as best as you can, and come back down about half an hour later or so, once you've took a small rest and just got your bearings, thinking about what you're going to do, all the information you've gathered recently, and you know, the stuff that you've been going through over the past day or two, just trying to process it all whilst you take a moment to yourselves. You'll meet back downstairs in the lobby, and you can see that there is one item pushed aside on the table next to Cain. It will be one of your many what they rune, no, not runes, charms. It'll be one of your many charms that you've given him. So that's his identified pile, and the rest is all next to him, and he's like, next one. And he gives you a quick wave as he sees you come back downstairs, and they'll gather back in the front of the tavern. What would you like to do?
To give Cain that item he wanted.
Yeah, Decker Cain. We haven't really got any other leads at the moment.
So we just start breaking into random places. Being an extermination unit.
Yeah, so I assume one of you is going to hand it over to him.
I think Ophi's the one holding it, or Zorin. Between Ophi and Zorin can do it, yeah.
It was Ophi.
Ophi, are you handing it over to him, or are you holding on to it yourself?
No, I'm sort of waving it around, shouting, "It's me!"
I've got it. Okay, as soon as he sees it, he recognises it instantly, and asks you to hand it to him.
I'm
So
running over to him.
Yep, he's in the tavern, Ophi.
Oh, okay. I forgot he was over there.
So he takes the scroll from you quickly, and unfurls it, looks it over, and says, "Yes, this is it. This is what we need." So he throws it onto the table and just starts with his index finger, just going like down the pages, and he's reading it out loud, but kind of like to himself. And he gets to the end of this scroll page, and he just says, as I thought.
As you thought, what?
You are all with me. Okay. So this scroll speaks of an ancient item believed to be hidden and buried within a very old and dusty place which belonged to the Horadric. It was a place of both worship and also burial, as the protectors that were placed down there, they had to accept that they would stay there for the rest of their lives and guard this one particular item. The scroll speaks of what is known as a Horadric Cube. Now, it is a place that can, or an item that can be used for many magical purposes, which over time you will be able to figure out. But it is also one of the key components for making the key to the tomb of Tal'Rasha. Without this box, you must recover this box, and without it, we cannot get into the tomb. Then he goes on to read a bit more of the scroll. on the second side of it, and he says the location of this scroll is also given to us in this. The cube is also given to us in the scroll. You must travel quite a distance, I'm afraid, my friends. This was never meant to be something that was found easily. You must travel to the halls of the dead, wherein you will find the cube, and hopefully, if it hasn't been destroyed, take it for yourself. You must retrieve this at all costs. Without it, we cannot get to stop Diablo and his brothers.
Is the name a threat or is it a promise?
Is what name?
The Halls of the Dead, is that a threat or a promise?
Neither.
It's probably a name.
It's
Sounds delightful. Might take my next vacation there.
It's where ancient Horadrim were laid to rest, and also the resting ground of the cube.
Ah, okay.
Oh, the cubes in the Halls of the Dead.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's clear. The way you were talking about it, I took it to mean that he pulled some like origami type thing and turned the scroll into a cube.
No. You've got to go. Oh my god. No, you've got to go find it. You've got to venture out and you've got to go find it.
Well,
we don't have
where do we
to.
start?
You don't have to. This isn't something you have to do. If you don't want to, you don't have to do it. But you're going to struggle to get further without it.
We should. How are we going to find it?
Can he point us
make
in the
a
right
plan.
direction to this delightful place?
It just says where. It doesn't kind of like give you a map as to where it's been left or where that location is. So you would have to find out from the locals as to where the halls are.
But it's a Horadric resting place, isn't it? Wouldn't Cain know?
No, remember, they don't all share the same information to keep things safe. He only knows of the scroll, and only now knows, because he's read the scroll, of the cube and where it is located. It doesn't have a map to say, oh, the cube is here. You are here, walk this way. So you would have to find where it is. But this is a location that is known, kind of like Valley of the Kings style.
We could ask the guards. I'm kind of best friends with them now. They might give us good information.
By all means, Morie, if you have connections with the guards, leverage those connections. We need info.
So
Nice people. We can ask them for help.
yes, you can speak to some of the guards that you play cards with. And as you approach, they go, "Ha! Lads, look! It's the card shark. Yeah, what can we do for you? You here to
Hi.
embarrass us again?"
No, not if you give me the good information right away.
Depends what
Morie
you ask.
asks about the location or how to get there.
Yeah, we know of it. What's it to you, though?
You know, me and my friends kind of need to get there. But if you ask too many questions, I have to play card against you, and then it's gonna be embarrassing again.
No,
For you.
I'm done with cards. Cards are not going to get you any information now. We've been bitten once, we're not going to get bitten again.
What do you want from us? What can we get you?
Well, what makes the world go round?
I mean, sure.
It's little,
How much?
round, metal, shiny. That
Yeah,
gives you a clue.
I have some silver pieces.
Silver. Silver's no good. I want gold.
Yeah, okay. How much do you want? 2 gold pieces, okay?
What do you take us for? You want information. You want important information. You're going to pay. Especially after making us look like fools yesterday.
I mean, what can I do if you can't play cards? But I can make you a special offer of like 5 gold pieces.
Make it 10.
Make a persuasion check with... if Ophi's helping... Ophi, you can help. You can assist. If you want to add a d8 to whatever Morie rolls, please, as a modifier.
1d8.
Yeah.
I rolled a 2.
So okay, so let's see. So you got 2. So we're a -1. So what's that? That's 0. 1 is your total.
That's not very persuasive, Morie.
Well,
How about
between both of you, they just look at each other and go, "Nah, we want better than that."
I think we need Zren. Zren's been learning persuasion techniques.
You can pet
I'm waving my arms
dogs.
over to Zren.
I'll walk over.
I'll tell you what. You want our information? You give us 100 gold.
100!
Yep. That's our price. Take it or leave it.
How about 50?
And you get to pet the dogs.
Nope. We are not shifted. We want 100 gold.
Okay.
I can make your reputation go up and tell everyone that you won the card games.
Everyone knows we lost.
I'm still kind of thinking hard here. Do we need this information? I think we do, don't we?
Maybe we'll ask someone else who isn't that money driven.
Are you going to ask that? I'll get over there. And he points to Cain.
Maybe
Cain
we
was the one
do that.
Go ahead. You know our price.
Cain told us where to go, but it doesn't mean he knows how to get there.
Correct.
I try and ask him.
Okay.
Once again, he's still in the tavern. You don't have to move anywhere.
Oh.
And he's overhearing, but he's focusing more on what he's doing for you guys. So he's obviously being set that the items that you want identifying. So it takes a lot of concentration. But he is loosely listening in to what's going on. He says, "I told you, I can't help you. You are going to have to find information from elsewhere."
Okay, and it's 100 gold.
We wait until night and then we corner one of the guards and make him tell us.
That's not going to help our reputation, though, is it, Morie?
I got a good
We don't want to be
reputation.
known as bullies.
I'm the card winner.
Yeah.
We don't want to be known as bullies.
Wait. New plan. We let the dogs out in the night and then
Who let the
attack
dogs
them.
out?
Exactly. We let them attack one of the guards and then we save them and then they are going to be so grateful that they're going to give us the information for free.
Okay, you've already offered to let one of the guards pet the dogs. How many dogs are there in this city?
I have two
haven't seen
dogs
it.
for like wolves. I mean,
I know, but I haven't seen any others. It was just a little bit suspect. I don't want to ruin our reputation and get us thrown out of the city when the resources that we need are here. We have
Scarlett's
enough.
Scarlett's
having
gonna
a
hear
fault?
Ophi and Thingy arguing about this, and she's going to walk to the palace and ask to speak to Jaren.
Oh, for goodness. Okay. Despite where Jaren is depicted on the map, he's actually inside. So you would be face to face with
The guards.
Caelan.
The guard. Or whoever it is, Caelan. I'll ask to speak to Jaren. It's urgent.
As you approach, he lowers his spear towards you and just says, "You may not pass."
It's okay. I don't need to pass, but I have urgent business. I need to speak to Jaren, the prince, please. It's urgent.
The prince is busy.
It's going to be a lot busier if these demons aren't dealt with, and we're here to help, and we can't help because we need information. And your guards are refusing to tell us the information we need without us bribing them. So unless your guards, all of Prince Jaren guards, are open to bribes, I suggest you put us through and let us speak to him.
What demons are you talking about? There are no demons here.
Well, how about the ones in the sewers just below us? And welcome to show you, if you like.
Oh, I thought you meant in the palace. No. No, we know that there's problems in the sewers, but then not in the palace.
Might have some information. A little bird
How many guards
told...
How many what?
How many guards are there?
At the moment, you can just see him stood at the door. You can't really see without going up the steps. Like, you'd be able to look through the window, but at the moment, you are basically down the bottom of the steps and having his spear pointed towards you. That's as far as you get with him. He won't let you go approach up the steps at all to the palace. You have to stay off the palace grounds.
Okay, Scarlett will walk away and look for a tucked away, quiet corner. And she's going to cast Pass Without a Trace on herself.
How good is Scarlett's knowledge of buildings, would you say?
Probably not great, to be honest.
No. Okay.
Probably she wouldn't know of any secret entrance or anything. But she will try and use Pass Without a Trace. She'll go to a quiet corner, cast Pass Without a Trace, and she's going to try and sneak in past the guard.
Yeah.
What do you need from me?
So bear in mind, you would have to pass within literally 5 feet of him.
No windows I can climb through? She's quite an agile person.
Not at the height that you would need to be. So, if you're looking at the palace, you can see that the side wall has got the railings and so on. That in itself is probably about 15-20 feet up in the air altogether from the floor. There's no way that you can see that you could scale that unless you had some sort of grappling hook or something and a rope. But how long do you think it would take for you to try and climb that unseen?
Well, I can't see anyone around the side of the palace. Isn't anyone out here? It's it's just trees and things. I'm an alternative. I could just try and distract the guard with some sort of noise. Get him to just leave his post. I need to move a few feet away to slip by him. Wouldn't be a particularly hard thing to do. I don't know, throw a rock or something. Some sort of distraction tactic.
Well, tell me what you want to do.
He can't see me right now, no?
You are around the corner from him, so where's your token?
I don't know. Where's my token? I think my token's still back at the.
There you go.
Back at the pub.
I'll put you in front. So when you speak to him, this is where you speak to him.
Well, let the other guys take their turn. I'm going to think about. I've got a plan, but I'm just formulating how that'll play out. But go on, I'll let the others do their thing.
Could I pay the gods 100 gold?
Yes, of course you can.
I'll do that.
Okay. So, Zarin. What do you do?
I walk over to the guards, just just sarcastic, trying to laugh, just out of like embarrassment, going, "Can you just try and get some information?" And go, how much was it?
100 gold, we said.
Alright, deal. Here's your 100. And I'm gonna hand them 100 gold.
Alright, so they snatch the gold before you can change your mind. And they're like, oh, yes, drinks are on us tonight. We're going to eat like kings tonight. Right, what do you want to know? And they're talking to you, Zarin.
Do you know how we can get to these halls?
Yep.
Will you impart that information to me?
You got a piece of parchment, a bit of chalk or something. I can draw you a map.
I'll find some scrap paper somewhere and hand it to them.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, you can ask Atma for those things and she'll easily supply them to you. So once you gather them and you return to them, he does a quick scribbling of a map and you can see it's not the best of maps, but it kind of gives you a general idea of where you need to go, which is more than what you had before. So in one corner, in the bottom right of this piece of paper, he puts Luke Ghislaine. Doesn't draw any buildings or anything like that, literally just puts Luke Ghislaine. Next, you'll see that there's arrows, and they seem to follow a road or a path, and they lead through the wastes the wastelands that are around the city, and then out through what would be like a northwestern sort of direction. If you keep following his drawing, he adds another notation it says Dry Hills. You're not sure if that's his actual name or whether that's just like a nickname that the guards give it, but this is basically what he's written on the page for you. And then over to one side of the Dry Hills, you can see that there's another notation which says Halls of the Dead. It goes, there you go, and he puts a big X on there, and it says that's where you want to go. So, alright, cheers for the dosh. We're going to go get some food. Unless there's anything else you want to know.
And then I'll call Scarlett and Morie over. Do you have anything else you want to ask?
I'm not there.
Sorry, Ophi and Morie.
Money talks.
Yeah, roughly how long will this take us to travel?
Well, it takes as long as it takes.
On average, are we talking days, hours?
Well, it depends how quick you travel and how much trouble you have on the road.
This guy's a great alternative to Google Maps.
Are there some dangerous things that could...
Yeah, there's plenty of dangers out there. Yeah, there's plenty of stuff out there that you'll come across. Don't you worry. And if you stray away from the path too much and you get lost, well, let's just say it ain't gonna be nice for you.
Are we talking sandstorms or just demons and...
Sandstorms are the least your worries. Although saying that, I've heard... And he goes quiet and starts like sipping into his drink.
Encouraging.
And he's not saying anything else.
Could you offer us a little insight to these other dangers, apart from the sandstorms, please? It might make up for your poor cartography.
Are you... Oh, now you're insulting them. Okay. You can make a persuasion check at greater disadvantage.
What's greater disadvantage?
That means that's -2 to your roll.
Oh, you shouldn't taunt the provider.
19.
19 on the greater dis. Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, fine. I'll tell you a bit. What do you want to know exactly? Make it quick.
What's going to try and kill us, and how can we avoid it, please?
Everything. Everything is going to try and kill you. You ain't going to find anything that's nice outside of these walls. Put it that way.
Any specifics? Like skeletons that won't stay dead, or demons the size of this house?
And they look at each other and laugh. It's skeletons. Don't be silly. Skeletons are nothing. Skeletons are easy. Things that you're going to find out there, they make skeletons like a pushover.
Lovely. Any advice?
I mean, you've probably seen the saber cats, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's only part of the worries. You've probably only seen a scouting party at best.
Are there any camps nearby on the path?
Or let's see. If you take into consideration you've got all the cultists out there. Yeah, absolute whack jobs that seem to like all the dark powers in the world. Don't know why. Crazy bastards. And then you've got the cats that also like to hunt in packs, quite big packs. And unless you've got your wits about you, they'll sneak up on you without even knowing. And then you've got the insects. Oh, don't even get me started on those.
Brilliant.
Insects?
Yeah, insects.
That doesn't sound too good.
Well, you'll see what I mean when you come across them. They're big. Bigger than they should be. And he sips
This
it.
one sounding rather intriguing.
There's something going on in this area that is making these creatures all go crazy. I don't know why. They never used to be this way. But now they're really hostile. As soon as they see you, they're more likely to just attack you.
I'm going to look over at Ophi and go 100 goals says there's another demon.
Well, is there anything else? I'm getting hungry.
I think that's all.
Should be good.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your money. And then off they scoot over to the bar. Right. Cain is busy. Head in his book as per usual. Looking for any kind of information that he can get on two things now: the identification of the items that he's got, and also the cube, the Horadric Cube. Sadly, he's not having much luck with the cube information.
If he's sat there just processing the information that's just been given by the guards and thinking, oh jeez, giant insects, more saber cats, cultists? And I thought where we'd just come from was bad.
And that's but a fraction of the things that he spoke about.
When do we set off then, guys?
Now.
Scarlett, back to you then. What are you doing? Have you figured out what you want to do over at the palace?
Yeah, I think I want to.
So, just to give you an idea of the layout, it is not symmetrical. It's very asymmetrical. So, along along this side is your balcony. Along this side, it is completely flat, but the windows don't start until they get to at least the balcony height. So you're looking about 15-20 feet or so up into the air. It is a very, very tall building. You don't have any information, like you said. Scarlett won't know about buildings and masonry and stuff like that. So there's nothing that is really going to catch your eye in its design. So there's no way that you could scale the wall up this side. If you could scale the wall up this side, which you can, you would need something to aid you to get up onto that balcony, and then you could possibly sneak into through the open doors.
But I'd need a rope, wouldn't I?
Mm-hmm.
It's not 15 feet's not very high. I mean, bear in mind I'm nearly 6 feet. It's only another 6-7 feet up. Yeah, I suppose I'd use a rope, I guess, and try and scale the wall.
Okay. And have you got anything that you are going to use as a weight?
Well, it's only 7 feet, so I'd use a rope. There's a balcony, so I'd hook the rope over the balcony, and then let it, use it as completely over and back down around again. It's only 7 feet above my height, so I don't need 14 feet of rope. That's not very much at all.
You'd need to tie it onto something though, wouldn't you?
No, because it would go over the balcony, and the other end would fall back down through the balcony hole, wouldn't it? See what I mean? Like I'd have two ends of the rope. I'd have it looped through the balcony. Over
yeah, gotcha. I gotcha. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, and then just climb it.
Okay, so that's your intention. Let's see if it happens. So I want you to make a. Let's see. We'll say sleight of hand.
Okay.
Because you're doing this. Did you say you wanted to do it stealth, or are you doing it?
Well, I've already cast thingy on myself, so I'm already kind of getting it. But I'm doing it stealthily, quietly. Yeah.
Okay.
My cat's she gone. Sleight of hand check, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, my character sheet's taking forever to load again. Oh wow. I rolled a 2.
Okay, so you attempt to throw the rope up and hook it around and under the railing, but it doesn't do that at all. It just literally goes onto the top, flops down to the other side, and then as you try to pull it around and through, like make it fall through the gap, it doesn't. It just comes straight back down and lands on you.
I mean, this is where the roll system doesn't really work, because there's nothing stopping me trying again and again and again.
Well, there is slightly something that's going to potentially stop you, and that's to see if you gain any attention from anybody. So every time you try, I'm going to do a check to see if the guards are noticing.
That's fine. Yeah, go ahead. I'm going to try again.
So what is your... So give me a stealth roll. And
I'll
then,
get plus 10.
And then plus 10, yeah.
Thing.
Yeah. Actually, no, you don't need it. You've done sleight of hand. So we'll just use that. So that's 6 and then plus 10, so it's 16 total.
Yeah.
So bear in mind these guards are on alert as to what's going on. So So, 15 plus 8 is 23. That beats your 16. So, contested wise, you are alerting them to your presence. They don't know what it is, but some of them would have heard your attempt to throw the rope up, and as it's unraveled and come back down on top of you.
Right.
So they don't know exactly what it is. They don't know it's you. They just know that they've heard something and they're looking around in that direction. They can't see anything. They can't. There's no evidence of you being there. Obviously, you're flat against the wall, and they haven't moved over to the balcony just yet to investigate. Could just be like one of the sand critters or something like that has just landed on the building and then just flown off or something. You know, it could be anything like that. So they're not not paying too much of attention. They're not paying
Scarlett
too much
wouldn't
attention.
know that. Yes, she would know that, so she'll just try again.
Okay.
So hopefully a lot better than a fucking 2 this time. I don't know why the character sheet's so slow to load today.
Ooh, 17.
Yeah.
Very nice. So with 17 then, you manage to throw the rope up and it does hook through this time. You retrieve the other end as quick as you can and you give it a slight tug. You can feel that it's secure. However, you did gain the attention of the guards a minute ago. So they are not quite moving over to where you are, but they've now seen that there's a rope just blown up in front of the balcony and looped itself around it.
I'll climb it and just stop just below the balcony and just peek very carefully, just slightly over the balcony edge. What do I see?
Okay. First off, I need you to make an acrobatics check, please. As you hear the footsteps. So that'll be... there's a plus 10 on that, so it's 27. Acrobatics 11. Yeah, you're fine. You managed to hold your weight easily enough. Probably not the first time that you've tried escaping out of somewhere or into somewhere. So, in fact, I know it's not. You managed to hold yourself on both the ropes and start pulling yourself up, and you leverage up yourself to just where you can see the top of your head over the bottom of the balcony, so you can just look through where the pillars are. You can see that there's 2 guards, pretty much looking like the same as the guard that was at the doorway. They are slightly less ornately designed with their armor and their insignias and stuff like that on them, but they are both paying attention to the balconies and so on. And I'm going to make a quick perception check because now they are actively looking. Post guard.
Wish I had a potion of invisibility to make it a lot easier.
Perception. That's wisdom, isn't it? So, yeah, okay. So this is going to be perception check, public roll. So 17.
If I'm getting plus 10, that's against my 21.
Yeah, so you're okay at the moment. And that's for one.
So essentially, I see two guards looking directly in my direction, so I realise there's no way I'm going to get in for it without being seen.
So yeah, basically, they've both not noticed you poking your head over because of your ability that you cast. But they are obviously on alert, looking around. But there's nothing for them to really go. Oh well, something's up, something's going on. So they return back to just basically guard duty.
But there's no way through there for me to
For you, probably you would easily see that there's no way through without getting too close to them. And even with your stealth abilities, even the sneakiest thief cannot pass by someone who is directly looking them in the face. So
okay.
That's going to be a no-no trying to get through that side at the moment.
I'll drop it. I'll drop back down to the ground, realise it's a bad job, and just go back to the group.
You taking your rope?
Yeah, I'm not leaving my rope there.
Are you going to leave your rope there? Try later on.
No, I'm not leaving the rope. No, I'm not leaving the rope there. No.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Yep, take it with you. All right, fair enough. So,
just gonna head back to meet the others.
give me one more sleight of hand check. Yeah, comes 28. That's fine. I don't think they're going to beat that, but we'll give it a roll anyway. No, and no, they're even close. Yeah, so you managed to slip the rope from the other side, or from you let go of one side. It goes up, it goes over the railing, comes back down, and you manage to collect it really, really quickly. Tuck it in your bag and head off as soon as you can without alerting them to any of your presence, which is good.
Yeah, the last thing we needed to be doing is breaking you out of prison.
I was tempted to go all out. I need to speak to Jaren, so I was going to go all out, but I thought no, I won't. I'll go find you guys if you're still in town.
Okay.
We're currently looking for you, Scarlett. Where the heck is Scarlett gone to now?
Yeah, she'll hunt the group down and explain she was trying to get into the palace to talk to Jaren to get some info.
You openly telling everyone that you're trying to break into the palace.
To the group, yeah. Like, no one outside the group, yeah.
Yeah, I know what you meant.
But
Scarlett's doing her own thing.
There's no clear way in. I can't even, with my improved sneaking abilities, I can't get in.
Well, it's a good thing we didn't have to bail you out of the dungeons. Especially not after just paying 100 gold pieces for directions to where we need to go.
Oh, you know where we're going, do you? You spoke to the guards?
Yeah, at a cost.
Well, let's not put the money to waste, lead the way.
I mean, on the other hand, if one of us gets snatched by the guards, we could get into the cellar. And I heard from the guards that one person got missing there. And one guard captain started acting strangely, and if we maybe infiltrate, then we could find more information, but maybe we get killed too. So maybe we should, first look for the cube and then come back and...
I agree, Cain wants us to find this cube. Let's do that first.
Yeah, there's only so many of us and only a certain amount of time. We've got to come back for Bosa anyway.
Yeah.
Lead on.
Yay.
Okay. The exit to the town is city is this way.
I'm just gonna head straight there. Not gonna.
Do we need to prepare anything? Do we have everything we need?
Well, we're all fed, we're all showered. We've eaten. We've rested. So yeah, I think we're good to go.
I think you're all okay.
Mentally prepared.
Mentally, physically, hygienically.
Emotionally.
Emotionally, probably not.
Damaged.
No, I think we're pretty much scarred for life.
You're
at this
stuck
point.
on the emotionally part.
I think hygienically is
traumatized.
also push.
Maybe we find something to sniff. More
Zrin,
heads in a barrel.
Zrin coming up with answers or ways to get answers yet again. Get results.
Well, it was just pay.
Yeah, I know. It's simple as that. They're simple guards. They don't want anything else. They just want money and a good time.
Yeah, we're trying to be economical. Try and hold on to our well-earned gold, but never mind.
How much gold do we have?
Do I have to answer that question?
I just want to know.
I have 74.
We've still got over 2,000 gold.
Yeah, party fun. Well,
Yeah.
are you thinking mercenary?
Could be a little worthwhile to have somebody extra.
It might be useful for directions if we do get lost.
Exactly.
I'll lead the conversations next time.
Yeah, I think Zven is the best people person out of all of us. I prefer magic.
You made me think about it now, and I see what my charisma is. Oh, okay. I don't even have persuasion. Never mind. Go ahead.
Where do we get the mercenaries from again, please?
You have to see
Next
Grease.
person.
Or we just walk past?
Yep.
I'm gonna give my map to Scarlett and go, this shitty cartography cost me 100 gold. I think a toddler can make a better map.
Trust you to waste your money.
That's called art.
It's abstract at least.
It's direct.
Gave his best, so shouldn't judge.
I mean, he has been drinking, so.
Yeah.
So, are you approaching Greece or not? Or are you just going to head out?
I think Grease is a good idea.
Yeah, grab a Merc, why not?
Government?
Oh, I can't afford it.
Alright. Who is going to go speak to Grease?
Maybe not me.
Well, you're not trying to persuade him for anything, so you're just
I
trying to
know,
fight.
but Blair did not have a good time last time. Joy.
That might be a reason
I
to go
bring
see
back
him.
terrible memories of awful sewer smell.
Oh, he's watching you all as you are heading past him. So. All it takes is one of you to go speak to him.
Person with the funds.
Okay, Ophi it is.
Hey Grace, I understand you're the person to chat to if you want to take a mercenary on the road with us.
I am. How can I help?
Do you have anyone willing to go? Oh, what was the name of the place we needed to go again, guys? I'm shouting.
Give me the dead.
Is it the something of the dead? Yeah, we've just heard some of your guys draw us a map in the tavern, and wondering if one of your mercenaries would like to accompany us. cost, obviously. We're willing to pay.
Excellent. Okay. Let me grab a quick list for you to have a look at, and you can tell me which one you want, and I'll give them a shout, and out they'll come.
Okay. I appreciate that. It's like they're tapping my feet, and I am not a businesswoman.
So, you've got a choice here. You can have a level 6, a level 7, or a level 8. For each one, they pay... you'll pay a little bit more for, obviously, the higher level. And each one gains more hit points as they go up in levels. Their skills remain the same, but they have more HP. So, at the moment, you are looking... I'll tell you what. Rather than me waffle on about this, I'll show it to everybody. You can have a look. You can tell me which one you want to pick. There, you get 3 types, but obviously their levels go up by 1. So you decide which one you want. The costs are... where did I write the costs? I didn't tell you costs. So it costs 50 gold per level of the hireling. So, you know, the level 8 is 50 by 8, etc.
Okay, so I run back to everybody with a list and tell them who's available. And obviously, I'm the purse, but I'm not the decision maker.
Mm-hmm.
What's your thoughts, guys?
We're likely to be ambushed, so I think someone with good aim would be very perceptive to be able to help extra pair of eyes see if we're about to get attacked from nowhere. Because those cat things are sneaky.
That's true.
What is the difference between all of them? They all give a different bonus?
They all have auras that they come with.
Oh, okay, I get it now.
So one has a prayer aura, which gives you hit points regen. And the other one has defiance, which gives you everyone within 15 feet AC +1. And blessed name gives you +1 to hit.
Okay.
But plus they've also got their own equipment and weaponry, so they can also fight.
Do you know anything else about them from this, or do we just get their name?
You get their name, what they can bring to the party, how many hit points they've got, and also what feature they have in terms of like how they look and what sort of person they're like. So some of them might be better than others in terms of how they fit in your group, or you might just be looking to hire them for what they can bring aura wise. So
I would say
Uzar, the strange obsession with insects. That could help us. I mean, they said something about insects.
Yeah, but is he going to take us towards them or protect us from them?
If he has an obsession with them, he might know a thing or two about them, so he should be at least able to tell us the necessary information to how to kill them. Right?
maybe.
Makes sense.
But I assume we buy mercenaries based on our level. Can we get one that's apparently level 8?
Yeah, you can buy one that's level 8. Or
Wow.
you can rent one that's level 8, yeah.
And they're more expensive.
They are.
How much so?
He's 400.
It's 50 per level.
I see.
So it'll be 400.
Hey.
Go for him if you want. I don't mind that.
We
I
could
don't
just
mind
take one
doing it.
level.
I
Do we need
just like
level 8
that.
with us?
If you're interested, they also come. Their equipment is they have ring mail. They have leather gloves, leather boots, leather cap, and they also have a spear as their weapon. And spears could be quite useful.
It's not like we're picking a wardrobe for our night out, ladies. We need to choose somebody.
I say anyone with the AC up ability. I don't mind who. If they have that, I would appreciate it.
The armor junkie.
Give me a nice old 20 AC.
Yep.
Can't say no to that.
My God, guys, come on!
They know, just take
It's like
level 8 guy. We'll put in some money, get someone really useful, gives us AC, is obsessed with insects. As much as I don't like that,
which one?
I do not care. Just pick one.
just take it.
Yes,
We'll
Yeah.
probably be fine.
let's do it.
We
Right.
have to go, so are we?
Have you decided?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Approach Grease, hand him back the list, and tell him the name of the guard or the mercenary that you wish to hire.
Okay. I think we'd like to meet Golzar and see if he's interested in joining us for our little excursion.
Okay.
What if he says no?
He says, right, okay, no problem. He's a good choice. Keep you safe. Golzar, come out here now. And he bangs on the door 3 times. Says, you're needed. And you can just hear the shuffling around inside as he's grabbing his equipment and stuff like that. He pokes his at the door, and you can see. Which one is it? Defiance.
Ooh.
And he come out, and he stands outside the door. Says, "Yep, all right, I'm ready. Have they paid?" And he said, "No, not yet." So Grease holds out his hand, waiting the payment for. Obviously, he's bringing out the mercenaries. Kind of like, this is what you're getting. If you want that, then you pay. So you'll need to hand the money to Grease.
Yeah, just rummaging my hand through the little bag I've got holding all the gold coins and making sure I've got the right amount. And looking at the volume of coins in my hand and like, oh, what the hell, we'll get some more at some point. And I'll hand them over.
Okay. No problem. He takes the money, wraps it up in a cloth, ties the cloth on one end, and hooks it onto his belt. Yeah, great. Well, he's all yours. Try not getting killed. And with that, you now have Golzar, who is going to accompany you for as long as he's alive, or until you don't want him anymore. If you want to, you can always dismiss him.
Wood. NPC.
Okay.
Let's go see the insects. And of course the things we need to find.
Lady. Really been here for a little bit. You're already crazy.
So you head through the gates and you get to the outer wall, and the palace guards that are there with some of the mercenaries nod as you go through, and they acknowledge you, and open up the portcullis gate that is to the outside, or the external side of the northern wall. Not both. Scarlett, you're there. Ophi, Nix, Zrin, Morie, and Raka. Okay, I'll do a ping for everybody so you know where you're looking. And I want you to remember, before we kick off, that the areas that you are passing through are generally covered in sand. They are slightly rocky, but most of the time they're going to be covered in sand. It's not too deep, it's just like a light dusting mostly, but you are still having to traipse over hot sands. There is a road which pretty much cuts through an entire area. You can stick to the road if you wish, or you can adventure a little bit further and possibly find something of value or a fight. You never know. So, as you peer out through the gates, you can see the vast rockiness in front of you. Either side of the path, obviously these tall stone pillars. Some of them have torches on, others don't. And the statues that you would have seen previously, as you entered Luke Lane, of a weird animal-like creature with wings, and they all seem to face in the same direction, as if kind of like an idol of some sort that the city is protected by, or believe they're protected by that. Obviously, if that was the case, then they wouldn't have need for the mercenaries now, would they? So, I leave it over to you guys. What do you want to do?
Adventure. Onwards. Death.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to cover my face. My head. Although the heat doesn't bother me, the wind and the sun does. It don't taste very nice.
Just remember, we are using our movement phase amount, and also to not move until everybody has moved. So don't move and then move again until everybody has done their turn, because you're all traveling at the same time. Okay, that's fine. Okay.
What's the weather like? Is it really hot? Bit chilly, windy?
At this time of day, no. The heat of the day has almost died down completely. As you are drawing into the late afternoon, early evening sort of time. Yes, I mean, you're still traipsing through a desert, so there's still a lot of residual heat coming through from the ground and from the rocks around you that take a little bit longer to cool. But the air itself is a lot cooler as the sun has begun to lower in the sky.
The visibility is fine, is it?
Your visibility is okay, yeah.
Right. I will signal to the group that there's some sort of hostile creatures over in that direction. And I'll take cover if I can behind this post.
You can.
I'll wait.
Very well.
I don't think I have any strategy for this.
The strategy is shoot and slash with your sword.
Shoot what?
Well, I haven't got a crossbow,
Scarlett?
damn it.
What you seeing, Scarlett?
Your point. Just point in that direction.
Ah, okay. I can't quite make them out from this distance. So
Uh,
those captains again.
you can see like silhouettes at this distance. It is a little bit blurry as you are trying to squint to see, but you can see that they are in the shape of humanoids.
Not that far away. It's only 50 feet. Crikey, that's that's not very far at all.
Yeah, but it's in the shade of the hills, isn't it?
What are you
They
looking at?
don't look so nice.
Be failing my driving test if I couldn't see that far. Look, I'll draw my bow and I'll take aim. Ready a shot, and as soon as Riker gives me the signal, I'll let loose a powerful shot at this one. Ooh. That
Okay.
one.
Yep. And as you start to raise your bow, Scarlett, this one over here and this one over here instantly point at your party and begin to start moving forwards. That's going to be initiative then, please, everyone. Turn orders.
Oh boy. Whoa. Holy shit.
Oh, nice
Riker's
one,
moving and
Riker.
grooving.
I'm not lost this time.
Mm-hmm.
Have I only rolled twice this whole session?
Possible.
I think I've only rolled once, which was a nat 1. My second time rolling, it's a nat 20. I've got ups and downs.
Highs and
both
lows.
extra-
The maths checks out.
Yeah. That's equilibrium.
Great balance.
Yeah. Let's see. I need 1, 2, 3, 4. And you also have, who I forgot to bring with you, is this one. No, not the one. It is this one. So, as we are going into a combat situation, so a couple of things to note. The road is, you can probably work out, it is 10 feet across. So if you can, you can kind of see that that's how wide it would be. That's so you can know how far you're moving along a road that has no grids. I need that one out. I don't need that yet. But I do need the monsters. You got a... So he's actually got 60. And what am I doing? I need to do the monster rolls. Monsters. Now they still need a way that I can select all of these creatures and just roll initiative all at the same time.
Oh, what? I just saw one of their initiatives. Oh, come on.
Right, so let's reorder that into ascending. Nope, descending. What's your dexterity, Riker?
I have a +1. It is a 12.
Okay. They have...
Presumably higher. So they're probably going to go before me anyway. And
you have a 12. Okay. They got a +2. You got a +1. Okay. That's all done. Right, so moving into first round of combat. This one being alerted by the others instantly turns to face the party. Movement 5, 10, 15, 30, 35, 40. Yeah, it has no ranged ability that I can see. Yeah, so it's going to just basically hang there until it can get closer. For its action, it's going to take a dodge action.
no.
Yep.
That's
That's going to be its turn. Riker, you're up next.
Please come with me. I can't have it. I guess it's still a bit closer. What does that look like? I need to zoom in and just have a look at that real quick. Oh, those are definitely not undead. Those are demons. Oh, no matter what I do now, all I can do is step forward. Right here. Right, that's 5, 10. That is 15. Alright, it's time to bring up my Ring of Fire.
Mhm.
Do it at second level, make it a little bit cheaper, so 3d6.
Okay.
Take that off. So it's just that. Just for a little bit of damage. I'm not going to hit him because I've already used the dodge action, so fuck him. I'll do it too.
So if you have a look here, if you stand at a certain point within the square, you'll see that it covers everywhere
Okay.
in the squares that you actually stretch to.
Nice.
Yeah, I thought so. So, damage then, please. 10.
It's a little disappointing, but we'll see what it does. Then I know for future.
Yeah, okay. So you realise, I mean, you've used your fire many times and things. You can obviously tell when you're focusing in on one particular enemy at that point. You can see whether it's been effective or not, and you can see that the fire isn't as effective as you might have hoped.
Okay. It's good for future reference.
It
It means I have to use my other option.
You still have done damage, and you can see that there is visual damage, but it's not as much as what you would expect to.
Yep. That's all good. I guess I'll just take dodge action and step inside of melee range. And just hit him with the axe and hope it does something decent. Oof.
Oh, 24 to hit. Very
Oh,
nice
it does fire
indeed.
as well. Fuck, I forgot. Shit, it's all fire. God damn it.
Okay. Yeah, that is going to hit. And you deal 1 point of fire and 9 slashing damage. Yeah, no point even attempting to block that. You overpower this creature very easily, and get a nice amount of damage on her.
Oh, wait. I should have disadvantage, right? That's the one that's dodging right in front of me.
Oh, yeah, dodge action. Yeah, it's disadvantage, isn't it? Oh, that's a shame.
Oh, it's a 20 instead.
Still gonna hit.
Okay, there we go. We're fine then.
Yeah, we're good.
So then the actual damage would be
I'll keep
8.
I'll keep the damage. It's fine. It's only the roll for the hit that we have to worry about disadvantage with. So 9 points of damage remains, and the 4 fire is reduced. Okay. Next one up is going to be this one towards the rear. 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. It is now flanking you. And it's going to, but you are dodging, so it's going to be a straight roll. A 15.
That will miss.
Okay. Yeah.
Is that guy with the 50? No, he's not. Damn it.
So we move on to the mercenary. The mercenary whispers a few words as he walks past you, Zarin, and you kind of feel a bit uneasy about what he's saying. You can't quite hear everything, but you know that it's he's calling on a bit of divine powers. So what I want you to do, please, is make a wisdom save. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Given the way that you feel about this sort of thing, you are struck by a very unnerving feeling. Not quite sure whether you can trust this person that's right next to you or not. You're going to be at disadvantage.
Yeah, okay.
He is considered part of the party, so therefore you can pass through party squares. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to go there and he's going to attack with his spear against the one that's just attacked you. No, that's the wrong one. There we go. Riker, you also feel invigorated by it when he stands next to you. There's a recognizable force that you are quite familiar with. And your armor is increased by 1.
My guy. Hey.
I should really set him to do auto roll damage and crit. Yeah, that's fine. Right, so he attacks. Damage wise, he's going to do 9 points of piercing damage. He also does an extra 4 points of damage, as these are considered beast creatures.
Oh, beasts.
So 9 and... So from the sides here, you notice that the spear just lunges straight towards this creature, striking it in the side and striking quite deeply before he pulls it back out. What's his radius? 15, wasn't it? So I can basically copy yours. 22 square, 22 square. We'll go with a bit of a darker shade for him, I think. No, that's not good enough. Blue? Yeah, that'll do. Blue. Okay, so anyone within the radius of the mercenary is also gaining an extra +1 to your armor. It's a temporary bonus. As soon as you are out of that radius, you are no longer under the effects of the aura that he puts out. So obviously, Riker, you're getting a +1. Scarlett, Ophi, even Nyx is affected. Morie and Zarin, you are not. So that is him done because he's used his aura. Yeah, so that's fine. Sabercat. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's no point. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we'll go there. Alright, Zarin, your turn. What are you doing?
I'm going to careful spell the shatter here.
Okay.
So I need a Constitution save, please. For
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Con saves. So that's the one that's... Yeah, okay. Okay, so 1 fails.
And then it's 6 damage for the 2 that succeeded.
Well, they take half. They take half, so it's 8 damage.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
I saw the 6 and went, yeah, 6. That'll work.
Trying to do yourself out of damage there. And the one that failed is 16?
Yes.
Wonderful. Alright, so you're leveling out their hit points quite nicely. So, yes, you drop a thunderous shatter effect in the middle of this group. And 2 are able to resist somehow, but the last one gets taken by surprise and literally just rips them apart. Still standing, all 3 of them fairly injured, I would say.
And then I'm going to shuffle it along slightly, so I'm kind of putting Ophi and Nyx between me and the Mercenary.
Yeah, I gotcha. That's fine. Scarlett, you are taking aim.
Yep, I will powerful shot the... All moved about now, but
Which one are you going for?
that one.
Gotcha.
That is a
Level -5.
Oh.
Not going to hit. Save,
No,
save
no
you the
way.
bother. Save you the bother. Next one.
extra attack. Try again. Powerful attack again. Oh my days.
Nope.
And finally, Horde Breaker on the one next to him. Another powerful attack. 19 to hit.
Yeah, that will hit. So your Horde Breaker does hit.
Eventually, it took 3 tries. For 16 piercing. It won't be that one though. I have to be on next to him because I can't shoot that one with Horde Breaker. So the bottom one's going to take 16 piercing, 6 fire, 2 cold. And Scarlett just lets fly a rapid set of arrows.
Why can't you see it? Is it because you're behind cover?
No, I can see it. I just said I can't use Horde Breaker on the same one that I missed.
Oh, is that the one you were attacking and then Horde Breaker on this one?
No, other way around.
Other way around.
I attacked that. I attacked the top one, missed.
Gotcha.
Missed again on extra attack, then use Horde Breaker because I have a different target.
On the second target.
On the one below it.
Yeah, thought so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So 16 points of piercing.
And that's all I can do. No.
2 cold, 1 fire. That'll do nicely. So with your final shot finally hitting the mark, where's my game gone? You can see that slowly as the cold and the fire take effect from your bow, sorry, from your arrow, that the creature just goes down right next to Riker there. As it is non-resurrectable, it's going to be removed. Very good. Okay. Are you moving or doing anything else with your turn?
No.
Okay. So the slower one does 1, 2, 3, 4. Isn't directly adjacent, so it cannot attack. Has no ranged weapon, so therefore Mercenary cannot be attacked. Morie, you are up. What are you doing?
I'm gonna step into the circle of enlightenment.
Yep.
2. Oops. 5. And then I'm gonna shoot at. Wait. I can ping it. This one. With my arrow. Or with my short bow.
Yeah, that shows up better. Oh dear. That's in that
Never mind.
one. So.
I tried.
The process of this order then. We need to see if you've got anything that can potentially avoid this. So if you have a pair of gloves of any kind, you have a chance to adjust your grip and get rid of the faulter. Basically, it still counts as a miss, but it won't be a critical miss. If you don't, then it counts as a critical miss straight away.
So I'm critically missing, right?
You are.
Yes, I am.
Just make sure that's all set up properly.
I have leather armor, but no gloves.
Hey,
Yeah, you got no dexterity. Okay. Yeah. So you say you got leather gloves? If you do,
I don't. I don't.
You haven't, right? In which case,
No.
it goes straight through. Then there's no chance to avoid this fumble.
Yeah.
So we move on to the actual target hit. So your target, which one was this one?
No, the other one.
This
This
one?
one.
This one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. This is a massive backfire. So this is going to strike the closest target to your target, which means it would be you, Riker, by
Oh, for
about,
God's sake.
by about 5 feet. So instead of firing
Ow!
towards this, your arrow goes from you down this way. Let's see what damage you do.
Action.
I can't imagine the damage will be that much, but
No, probably not.
Hardcore damage.
Wow.
yeah, you got no dex bonuses. So in this case, it actually works out for you, Riker. So you feel you're not even sure what's going on. You feel like you've just been bitten by something as you hear a strange whoosh kind of sound, and as it whips straight past your ears. You're like, "Chow! What was that?" And it just clips your neck just below your ear, and you think you've been like mozzie bitten.
And
We're
bugs.
sorry, Riker.
And then you look round and you can see Morie going, "I'm sorry," like hands up in the air. "I'm sorry." Yeah.
I tried. I
It's all we
failed.
can ask. It's all we can ask is the
You need to cut your hair. You look like a saber cat. So
Okay.
that's the problem.
Okay.
Salt to the wound. Nice.
Mm.
So what else are you doing? You've got another attack that you can make with your bow, or you can do other things that you want to do.
This time I tried to hit the right one.
You rolling again? Okay.
Ah!
You do actually fire towards your target, but given your your lack of expertise, shall we say, in the bow department, you're not able to strike it.
I tried.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to quickly do yours now then, Ophi, and we'll fit you in based on where you roll?
Yeah, I just realised it's like I should be in 11 and Morie's 4. I was like, where am I?
What was your roll? Did you roll?
11.
Yeah, I rolled 11. Just after Morie. Like I said, it's been taking a long time for my turn to come around, but never mind.
It's not added it, has it? Never mind.
No.
I'll add you in now. 11, you say, yeah? Well, we'll work on that. That's fine. So we'll put you in front of Morie. If you want to take your turn now.
Yes, I will. I am going to...
Actually, you would be in front of Zorin. You've got a lot more dex than he has.
So I'm going to go for this one that's closest to Riker.
Mhm.
And I am going to do my Rare Frost.
Yep, so this one that's facing down against Riker. Go ahead.
So that's 16 to hit.
That will hit. What's your damage?
12.
Nice. Not quite enough to deal the final hit, but it is a big chunk of damage.
And then Nyx, who's only fire magic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm keeping hold of her charge bolt staff at the moment. So, fire bolt for her. Ooh!
Same target, yeah?
Yep, same target.
Mm-hmm. And what's her damage?
And it says 8 plus 2 for damage.
8 and 2, and then a plus 10 because of the spell damage dice. So what's that, 20? Minus the resistances, because it is fire. It's not enough. She goes down.
Is he down? Yay!
Yep, she goes down. Good job, Nyx.
Nice one. A high five, Nyx. It's like, whew!
Even with their resistances to fire, that was still too much damage, and they just hit the dirt. Okay.
No.
So then it would have been Zorin, Scarlett, Serbicat, Morie, and we've done Morie, so we move on to the next round, and everybody should be in order. Lovely. So the one that was going to go first is now completely burning on the ground and dying. So Riker, you are up, leaving you
Spent
free
here,
to move.
keep it up. Let's keep them burning just for a tiny bit of extra damage.
Yeah.
3d6. They should be in my.
That's a bit rubbish, isn't it? Never mind. Okay.
Might have just done it. Fuck. Okay, that's fine. I can go here because that's diagonal to him. And then stand right here. I'm trying to find what the. There we go.
Yeah, that's fine. Yep.
Dodge. Smack him in the face.
You also now allow him to have advantage. Yeah, so dodge in the face, smack in the face, go for it. That's an 11.
I don't really care.
I'm afraid
But yeah,
not. So you swing and you miss. You just clip the corner of the pillar right next to you. It's a bit of a wide swing and you're unable to connect.
That's fine. It's intimidation tactics.
Yeah, why not? Okay. Very well. So what we will do is, okay, what we'll do as well. We can go to here and put you haven't ticked it on, that's why. You got it written down, you didn't tick it in. So the fire is 4, so it becomes 8. Okay. Alright. So the Mercenary is up next. He's going to he's blocked if he goes there. You know what? He can actually stay where he is because there's no point in him moving. He can do what he needs to do. And he's fairly safe because he can't be attacked from this direction or this direction. So we'll go with that. So he's going to ready his spear and with advantage, thanks to Riker, take a good strike. And that is a good strike. So he ends up dealing 11 total damage. As once again he finds the weak spot and sinks his spear straight into it, pulling it out. Deals a ton of damage. He hasn't used his aura, so he's going to do his extra attack. Helps if I get the right one up. There we go. That's also going to be with advantage. So if he does a lightning jab once again. 18. Yeah, no point in trying to block that. So 18, 5, and then 4, so that's another 9 points of damage. That not bad at all. So 20 points of damage that he's just dealt. And he's not going to go into any defense or anything like that because he's got nothing else he can do. So we move on to the saber cat that is alive over here. And he's going to slot himself right next to you, Riker, and attempt to lash you with his whip. Or with her whip, I should say. You are dodging?
Yep.
Yep.
Always.
Yep. So you're dodging. You are in a position of advantage, so it's a normal roll.
Yep.
That's a 18.
It's a miss. I'd even glance.
Yeah. Are you 19 before the +1?
Yes.
So you're 20. So you're currently 20. Yeah, modified to 20. Okay, great, wonderful. Yeah. So with the I don't know, added protection from the aura of the mercenary next to you. Not that you really need it because you're a bit of a bastion when it comes to the things attacking you anyway. But the lash fails to hit and connect. So therefore, Ophi, we thought we come round to you.
Hey, I'm in the turn order this time.
You are. You're quite high in the turn order as well.
So I'm coming around to this one because it's the one that's the most direct shot for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm aiming with my my ice again because that seems to be working quite well. My ray of frost.
Yep.
20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. That's the lower one, yeah?
That's 7 cold damage.
Brilliant. Yep.
Next with firebolt. Oh, 9 to hit.
That's not going to hit at all. No. So that just absorbs into the shield that the creature carries as it just dissipates there. All the energy doing nothing. Very well. Serin.
I'm also going to Ray of Frost the one in front of Riker.
Yep, go ahead. Don't forget you got disadvantage.
17.
17 still hits.
14 cold.
And that's on this one or the opposite one? This one.
This one.
Yep, the lower one. Okay. So minus 14 points of cold damage. After that hit, you notice that she literally gets the wind knocked out of her from that blast. Her breath, as it releases, being caught in the cold magic that you are issuing. And she almost staggers and falls to her knees, but catches herself quickly. You can see that there's a massive amount of damage that's been dealt to her. What do you want to do?
Well, I can't really do much, so I'm going to end my turn.
Okay. Scarlett, you're up.
Okay. Well, as I do my usual, I guess. I'll shoot them.
Shoot away.
Surprising nobody.
This one is incredibly weak. This one, on the other hand, is not.
Right, the incredibly weak one that looks like it's about to fall over, I will just normal shot at him.
Okay. Well, that's dead.
I don't think he did enough damage.
I think that would have been about in the 50s, the high 50s.
That would have been what, 22 on a normal, and then, jeez. No, it'd be more than that, wouldn't it? Yeah, because you deal with D8 now, so that's like 30 points of damage on top, like for just your normal damage alone, and then you've got 6 cold and 9 fire on top of that.
It would have been, I reckon, in the 50s probably, easily.
Yeah, if you were to plus 10, you'd be over 50, like 55, 56, something like that.
It was 62 if you did a plus 10.
Oh, very nice. 62.
And I'll powerful shot his mate next to him.
Yeah, go for it.
With the extra attack feature. So that's a 20 to hit.
That's a 20 to hit. Will hit. 19
20 to
points
hit,
of
19
damage.
plus about 8.
Alright, and with that, the last of the Saber Cats goes down. Scarlett not messing about there. Don't forget, guys, you might not remember, but I'm just going to remind you anyway. These little bushes that you see dotted about can give you an extra status called hidden. If you attack from a hidden position, you cannot be directly attacked whilst hidden because you can't basically be seen. But when you do attack from that position, you get advantage on your hit. This does count for melee as well. It doesn't only apply to range, like spells and range weapons. You can do it if, like for instance, if you were in this one, Scarlett, and you were attacking someone here, you could potentially do it from a hidden state. The only issue with that is when they're so close, they can see you, so you wouldn't technically get the advantage on that one, unless their focus was, say, on something over here.
I will start looting the bodies, I guess, see what I can find.
Wonderful. Okay. Are we doing a party-wide search, or are we just going to allow Scarlett to do it?
Party-wide?
I assume the others are going to want in.
Let's have some fun.
Yeah.
Am I still in disadvantage?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're in a disadvantage for quite some time.
Oh, well.
Wow. Oh, brilliant by me. Wow.
What have we got here? 5, 10, so that's 15. Remember, it's a group total that you're trying to achieve.
That we're not achieving.
Let's see, Act 2. What haven't done loot. What roles have we got? We've got 15 at the moment. Ophi, no, it's been done. Ophi, Scarlett, and Morie, are you taking part in this loot searching, or are you just going to leave the other two to do it?
Yeah, I suggested it. I'll Scarlett will do it.
Yeah, go for it, Scott.
I'm mainly focusing on arrows. I need arrows back anyway.
Oh, the one that hit me. Can I pocket that one?
The one that's just sticking out of you. Well, it wasn't technically sticking out of you. It was more like a graze shot that actually hit you. So you'll have to go find it.
Am I able to find it?
I do a herb search.
You can pick out the splinters, Riker.
Right, do this for now, Ophi, and then we can do your herbs one later on.
Okay. So what do you need me to run?
You can either roll your perception or your investigation.
Perception. Oh, it's -2.
Interesting.
Is everything else is rolling well?
So that's a 17 total.
2 nat ones. Let's go.
27. And Morie?
Right.
Perception or investigation, your choice.
Perception.
Probably perception for you, yeah.
It is 14.
Oh, very nice. Right, so that's going to bring you up to, what are we on, 27, 37, 41. For 41, the search doesn't give you that much in this area, sadly. The bodies aren't carrying that much on them, but you still do get 2 rolls on the loot table, so you can divide that how you want to.
What about the mercenary?
No, he doesn't. It doesn't count, no.
How do you do that?
You guys do that. I can't. I haven't got the toolbar showing for some reason. Can't do it.
How much is it?
2.
How much should we find?
You get 2.
2 items.
Don't worry, I'll get us another grand charm that we can't use.
Oh, I need to know what's on that jacket. I want to know what's on the channel.
Oh.
I'll let you roll the 2d12. And the next one? Not a bad roll.
Cool.
It's over half.
Not bad. Should I just do the loot search?
You might as well if you could, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And
An antidote. Wow, the thing I was talking about earlier.
Oh, it's like it was ordained. Okay. So yeah, you find a lone potion that has been dropped over by this what do I call them? Pillar. Whilst you're searching the area, and then not too far from there, there's also 14 gold coins that have been scattered around this area. So, with the searching done and the combat over, we are now approaching 4:30, which means this would be a great time for us to actually end the session.
Yep. I'm taking that arrow though. That's going to my collection of friendly fire. The whole 2 now.
I'll let you have it. You can have it. You can have it.
Yeah. I want my collection.
It's an extra shiny one.
Mm.
Covered in my blood. That's the shine.
Okay. Well, it's a bit of a slower one today, guys, but I think you achieved quite a bit still. you now have a clear path. You know where you've got to go. You've got a rough drawn map on how to get there, which is more than what you had before, and only cost you a little bit of gold.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. You got yourselves a mercenary to help you out. Not much of a talker. What does his? Did you? I can't remember what his thing is. He has a specific feature about him. What are we? List of mercenaries. Where is he? Golzar. Golzar has a strange obsession with insects. Okay, and tries to capture them in jars to keep as souvenirs and keepsakes. Very well. So now and then you'll see him kind of just looking at the ground for no reason, just trying to spot any sort of tracks or any insects that he hasn't got for his collection yet. So yeah, a bit of a weird one, but he will keep you safe as best as he possibly can. So not too bad. All right. Does anyone need to speak to me at all about anything? Ophi, you want to do some herb searching? So you can do that now if you want to.
Yes, please.
Go ahead.
What do you need me to roll?
You just click on your token and go up to herb search.
Herb search. I find nothing.
Now there you go.
Nah.
A little bit too barren in this section. Maybe you'll have a bit of luck next time. But yes, right, I believe that is going to be everything then, guys. So if you want to stick around and have a chat with me after the session, I don't mind. If not, then I will see you all the next 2 weeks.
Good game, guys. See you soon.
See you later.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
See you later, Ophi. Zarin's the only one left. He's on mute. That's good. Okay. So, thanks to all the players for turning up today. Really appreciate it. Had a great session, as usual. Like I said, a bit of a slow one, but it was more about gathering information, and I think they've done that pretty well. They had a few hiccups along the way. Not quite sure what Scarlett was thinking, whether she was actually really going to think she was going to get into the palace. I mean, there was a chance. It might have been a slim chance, but there was still a chance, and she did give herself probably the best chance that she could possibly do with the pass without a trace. But things didn't work out the way that she might have hoped. Anyway, moving on. Just want to say, not sure what's going on with Bosa. He wasn't able to make today's session. I'll try and touch base and find out what's going on with him, and hopefully we will see everybody in our next session. He's not too far. He can easily catch up with the party where they are right now. So at the end of that session, yeah, quite happy with their progress. Obviously I know what's to come. The party don't. So yeah, been a lot of fun. So yeah, obviously we play every 2 weeks on the Sundays. 1 PM is our kickoff time. We try to aim for about 4:30ish to finish, but we have been known to overrun. Stuff happens. But saying that, it's not too big a deal. That said, if anyone who's viewing is interested and likes what they see, give us a like. You know, it's not going to hurt, and it helps us out. Feel free to subscribe. The more the merrier. I'm happy to have absolutely anybody on board with us. And if you got any thoughts that you want to share on the campaign or any of the characters and stuff like that, then feel free to do so. write in the comments, and one of us will get back to you, either most likely me, or you can come and join our Discord and have a chat with us there. The link to the website, like I mentioned earlier on, will be put into the description, and also our link to Discord will be also added to the description. So yeah, let us know what you think, how you think the campaign's going so far, if there's any favourite characters you've got, if there's any favourite moments that you like. You know, just drop us a message and just give us an idea. I'll be interested to see what people are thinking. So without any further ado then, the session is now completely closed, and we will see you all, hopefully, in 2 weeks' time. So until then, bye-bye for now.